Hi, I'm Chip Rohn with the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and you're watching In the Know. For this episode, we're going to be talking about an upcoming event in the Bear Rocks community. They're having a 5K race. And joining me is Selena Oler and Eric Tinkey. Good to have you here, folks.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
You're very welcome. So Selena actually is representing Bullskin Township, and she's the coordinator for the upcoming 5K race. And Eric is the president for the Bullskin Volunteer Fire Company. And this is the second year for the event.
Yes, it is.
So you want to tell the viewers when this is going to happen and what's happening?
Yes, so on September 28th at 9 o'clock, we're going to have a run walk. It is a little bit competitive, but you do not have to be competitive to join us. Anybody that can walk can come out and do this for us. The event is going to go to the community club itself, and part of it's going to go to Bullskin Township Volunteer Fire Department.
So you're going to split the proceeds, the profits from
yes,
this. Yeah,
yes,
that's great.
Yes, and it's going to be at 9 o'clock. Registration will start at 7 o'clock that morning.
Okay. And so you have a unique name for this event. If you don't mind, share that.
Yes,
with
Running Bear at the Rocks.
Yeah, which I think is great. It has to look great on the T-shirts, I would imagine.
It does, yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's very cool.
Yeah, that's great. So you're splitting the proceeds. Last year, did it just benefit the community club?
Yes, it was just for the club. We needed to help block our roads, and just the volunteer from somebody, for the 5K. So we reached out to the fire department, and they did not hesitate. They came out and helped us.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to help them.
Right.
So I thought this year we have a committee, and we voted on it, and we all agree that we don't want it just to be for the community club itself, that we want it to be, part for them also, and
Right.
do a little bit more for everyone.
That's right. Well, I know they were helping with
They
the
did,
event too,
yes.
with safety and
Oh, they were a huge,
security.
yes, absolutely. They were a huge help. I mean, they helped block our roads. We couldn't have done it without them.
Yeah.
And they didn't hesitate.
Yeah. So let's talk about how people can register. So that you're able to register online.
Yes, we have a Facebook site. It's Running Bear at the Rocks. You can register there. There's also, you can register Running High, which is our timer.
Okay.
And you can also register, we have it on Running in the USA.
Okay.
So,
And what is the fee to run?
it's $35 right now.
And that includes, if they register before the 13th of September, they get a T-shirt with that.
Yes,
too.
that's a guaranteed T-shirt. We will have some extra T-shirts for late registration. No guarantee on how many, first
Right.
come, first serve, but we will have some there also.
Okay. So we talked about the deadline, and we talked about the fee. And how about that day? If they show up that day, can they register that day?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, that day we do ask if you could just bring cash or check,
Okay.
because the online registration will be closed at that point in time.
Okay.
We plan on closing the online registration, I believe it's either the Wednesday or Thursday before the race.
And if someone wants to reach out to you with a question, probably through Facebook, make a message
yes,
through Facebook?
that's the best place, or even the community club.
Okay.
One of them should be able to answer any of the questions, but yes, they can reach out to me personally.
Okay. Let's talk to Eric a little bit about the fire company. So I've been a volunteer fireman before. I know there's a lot of expense and a little bit of income, so I'm sure you appreciate this help.
Very much so. We were so appreciative that they came and approached us and asked us. We did it last year, and we didn't expect to be included this year. We were going to do it anyway. So to be included with it was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, Bullskin Township is a big area, so you're covering a large area and protecting a lot of property in that area.
Right.
Too,
So Bullskin, actually, we have 3 fire stations.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, we have 3 separate ones. One located at Central Stations in Wooddale.
Okay.
We have our Bear Rock station, and then we have a station on Long and Echo Road that we call our base station.
Yeah. So just the building, the upkeep is a lot. Just to
It takes a lot to maintain the apparatus in the buildings, equipment for the guys. It takes a lot in a year's time.
Yeah. And you're probably always looking for volunteers?
Always looking for volunteers, especially in the Bear Rocks area.
Yeah.
We need guys up there.
Okay.
That's our biggest need area right now.
So you have a Facebook page too for the fire department?
We do. If anybody just searches Bullskin Township Volunteer Fire Company, it's one of the first links.
And I believe you could register for the race from your Facebook page too, is that correct?
Right, we have all the links on there with the flyers.
Okay.
We share periodically just so it's up.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the route, Selena.
Okay.
So I know Bear Rock's a little wet, and I know that it's not all flat.
It is not,
So let's
yes.
talk about how that route goes.
So the biggest hill is going to be down.
Okay.
It can be a little challenging. I love to run hills, so it doesn't bother me at all. But it is every hill you got to go up, you got to come down somewhere.
Yes.
So it's a nice course. Very. Just even the area is a beautiful place to run in that time of year. So it's a very nice course.
That's
So
good. I'm sure. Hopefully it'll be a nice day.
Oh, last year was absolutely beautiful. So we're hoping for another one.
Yeah, I hope you get that. And last year's event went really well. And that was your first year to do this.
It was. We had over 100 people register last year. A few didn't show, but still, we had probably at least 100 and a lot of volunteers. It takes a team.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
Even our committee, we have a good many people on our committee, and it takes everybody volunteering, everybody doing something with the committee to help out.
Well, it's nice to see the community come together to support this.
It is very nice. They need money up at the community. They do other things at their community clubhouse. They do the food drive. They also do blood drives, and they also hold events for people. There was an accident that happened last year, and they do fundraisers there also.
Okay.
So everything is nonprofit there also.
Right. Well, I have a relationship with them for over the years. Armstrong always has what we call Avenge Hunger Month in September. And for
Yes.
many years, they've collected food for us there. And you're collecting food this year, too, which we appreciate.
Yes. So last year we're going to have a food drive there, and actually anybody can just drop off food. You don't have to be a participant in the race.
Right.
Just bring your food. We're going to have a table set up there at the race, and also that week during club hours, we also will have a table set up that you could bring at any time.
Yeah. And that food goes to the Mount Pleasant Food Pantry where that's going to be delivered,
Okay.
too. So that'll help the folks in that area. That's a pretty big, it's in the borough of Mount Pleasant, but it helps the outlying areas there, too. So the race is the 28th.
Yes.
September the 28th, and you said registration starts at what time?
7 o'clock.
7 a.m.?
That morning, yes.
Yeah. And do you have an address for the community club? We didn't talk about that earlier, but we can get that.
I don't
Put
have
that
it.
up on the screen.
Yes.
Because just so people, if they're not familiar with.
Yes, and
Bear
it's
Rock.
it starts and ends at the community club.
Okay.
So there's parking there. We also had the fire department help us with the parking and stuff last year. There's a few places there to park.
Right.
But it starts and ends there.
Yeah. Well, we'll get an address for that so folks can find, and sponsors too. So I know a lot of this depends on sponsors. To
Yes,
help.
we have been very blessed this year. I'm about doubled of what we had last year in sponsorship, which is wonderful. We have a lot of sponsors, and we're always looking for more.
Yeah.
I mean, anything helps. Anything for the community.
So there again, they could go on your Facebook page and reach out to you if they want
Yes,
to sponsor.
absolutely.
I know you have categories too of different sponsors, different.
Yes, we
areas.
do. In all three areas, we give you a T-shirt. The top sponsor, the gold sponsorship, actually, you can enter 2 people in the race.
Okay.
Under that, we advertise, I announce them. The silver one, you can have one person can be registered in the race with that sponsorship. And then there's a bronze that you are announced, and you still get a T-shirt, but you don't get a registration with that.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, if you will, Selena, just give the date and the time and how folks can register.
Sure, it's September 28th. It's at 9 o'clock. Registration starts at 7. You can either registrations on our Facebook page, Running High in the USA, or Run High.
Okay. Or you can go to the Bullskin Volunteer Fire Company, and the link is there too.
Exactly. Yeah, we have the QR codes on there. If you need to register, you can scan. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page. We'll put you in contact with the correct people to get you registered, or if you want to sponsor.
Okay, that's great. Well, Selena, Eric, I appreciate you being here. Wish you well with the race. Thank you for what you do in the community, both of you, to make things happen there. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And now you're in the know.